and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. Yes, I'm so excited that I have finally worked up the courage to turn the camera on and get in here with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your support, a little bit more than you may know, so thank you so much. So I really want to get this video going. I really want to share the background that I have and where my plan is to go from here, because when you start something new, so many people ask you, what are you doing now? I keep seeing you on Instagram. I see you on this. I see you on that. What are you doing? So I'm just going to make a video and you guys can just listen to me here. So about 8 years ago, I got into the hair industry. I was a hairstylist for about 7 to 8 years and I really loved it. I was really good at it. The reason I really loved this job was because I used to be super insecure about myself. I was always a little bit heavier than my friends when I was in school. I was a little bit taller. I am not tall anymore. I stopped at 5'2", and yeah, I was just really insecure when I was younger about how I looked. And one thing that made me feel really good about myself was making myself look good on the outside. It heightened my confidence. I loved dressing up. I loved shopping for new clothes. I loved getting my hair done and my nails done. I loved doing my makeup. Just like those really girly things. They really did make me feel really good about myself. So I decided one day maybe I'll get into the hair industry because I really enjoyed doing my hair, so maybe I can enjoy doing other people's hair. So I went through the journey of hair school. I got an apprenticeship. I worked at a few different salons, and the last salon that I worked at was like the absolute best place ever. Shout out to Divine Tones Hair Boutique and the ladies there. I love you guys. I felt like I was a part of a family and it just made me feel really good. Even the clients and the space was just so small and intimate that you can get to know people on that level, and it just really made my job super enjoyable. I had a great clientele and I really enjoyed making people feel really good about themselves. About 4 years ago, I started my own personal fitness journey and I got into the best shape of my life. I felt really amazing about myself, mentally, physically. I was doing really good at my job, so financially I was supporting myself. Everything just seemed to be really, really, really great. And it was almost like I got too comfortable in my comfort zone and I really needed to expand myself. I needed to outgrow this comfort zone. I didn't know that at the time. I'm just looking back at it now. This is what I'm realizing. At that time, getting into the fitness industry, my sister and I started a business called Fit Level Keto. We were both on keto diets at the time. And one of our friends was really teaching us everything we needed to know about keto and about diets and health and this is that. He's a trainer. So we got really interested into it. Leanna ended up getting certified in personal training. We started a business, and from that time on to today, it evolved into the Holistic Planner. I really wanted to put my all into our business, and I didn't know how I could connect my background of hair into what we're doing, because the Holistic Planner, we base it off of 3 to 4 pillars. So our main pillar is mental clarity, and then we have the physical aspect, the spiritual aspect, and the financial aspect. So how would I fit into any of these categories? So it took me a long time to really find my place. I knew I wanted to do something within the spirituality pillar and focus more on mental growth as well, like mental clarity. And this was so important for me because as I became really close with myself, I realized that I didn't need to bring this act of doing hair into the Holistic Planner. What I needed to do was to bring the passion that I had for helping people. More specifically, helping people find this spark of light within themselves that I had found for myself. Any hairstylist or person in the beauty industry will tell you how fulfilling it is to see your client just light up after a service. And that's what I loved about my job, was seeing my client just instantly gain so much confidence and feeling beautiful about themselves. And then I felt amazing about myself because I was the person that helped them to do that. I was the one that helped their inner light shine just a little bit extra that day. And sometimes when you do feel a little bit self-conscious, you don't see the beauty that you have within yourselves, and it really does take somebody else to tell you that you are beautiful or you are worthy for you to be able to feel that way. For me, this light was more than just feeling good on the outside. It developed into a new sense of security. It developed into a sense of trust for myself. This light led me through all of the anxiety, all the self-doubt, and it became my spiritual guide. So this journey has been windy and a little bit confusing. I actually ended up going back to school for web design because I had left my job at the salon. And the reason I left the job at the salon was to put my effort into developing a business with Leanna. We're just trying to put our all into developing this business. I had several retail jobs that I didn't love. The journey was pretty crazy, but I wouldn't change anything at all. This new chapter that I'm about to share with you makes me feel so much more aligned with myself than I ever have. And I'm just so grateful for everything that has led me here. I found my place in the Holistic Planner, and Leanne and I created a community called Creatrix Circle, where we have a safe space for people to feel vulnerable and express who they are and explore who they are in a judgment-free zone, because we both know how difficult that is. I focus a lot of my content on feminine energy because there is such a strong stigma around being in your feminine and what it means to be in your feminine. And I personally found that so important because along my journey of self-discovery, I was very ashamed of my feminine because of the societal standard. I was ashamed of being of stepping into who I wanted to be, and I wasn't in touch with myself fully. I wasn't trusting myself. I wasn't in tune with my intuition. So this group really focuses on that and allows you to be those things without anybody judging you. It really gives you a space to step into that part of yourself and feeling confident in being who you are, so that you're able to share that with other people and not feel like you're being put down. I know how important it is to have that intuition and belief in yourself and in the universe that everything is just going to be okay. So this is what helps me on my journey, so I know how important it is to have that faith. I've recently become certified in EFT and TFT, which is Emotional Freedom Technique and Thought Field Therapy. Now these techniques both use a tapping method to release any stagnant energy within your body using meridian points on your upper body. So I really loved this tool because I'm now able to help people on this bigger level and replace that negative self-talk with something positive. What EFT and TFT do is move around any stagnant energy within your body and transitions any negative emotions into something positive or even into a neutral state, just to get you out of that negative self-talk, right? It also helped to free people from anxiety and self-doubt, and that's so important to me because I struggled with those things a lot. I struggled with anxiety and self-doubt. So now that I have this tool that I can teach other people, it really makes me feel that fulfillment that I felt doing hair. So my attention now is focused within the spiritual pillar and mental clarity pillar within the Holistic Planner. And I finally feel like I'm actually doing something that I'm meant to be doing, that I'm confident doing, and that I'm just excited to do. I also started a podcast back in December, and I recently have become more open to sharing my posts because I was, again, a little self-conscious about it. But I am sharing my posts now. I'm releasing more episodes. My podcast is called the Out of Here Podcast, and I focus a lot on getting out of societal standards and floating into yourself. I really want to put the emphasis on having time to go through your self-discovery journey and ignoring the societal standards and social conditioning that's around us, because it doesn't help us to really find our truest self. So that's what my podcast is all about. It's my baby. I love it so much. I'm really excited that I started it, and it took a lot of courage to once again get the mic rolling like it did with this video, and I'm just really proud of it and grateful that I am now able to do what it is that I wanted to be doing for so long. So this is where I am right now, and I will continue to evolve, and I really encourage you guys to do the same along with me. You can follow me on this journey. I think it's so important to really love what you're doing in life, because everything really does have a deeper meaning, and if you're willing to put in the work to find it, you will find it. So that is my story for now. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like to work with me on an EFT session or join the Creatrix Circle, I will leave the links below in the description box for both of those things, as well as where to contact me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I have said 1,000 times in here, I am so grateful for your support. And if you liked this video or resonate with anything, just give it a thumbs up and just hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next time.